Hi guys, this is our last full day here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I thought I would just kind of give a little review of my impression of it as far as a vacation destination or even a place to live. I'm here in the Petronas Towers Park, which you got the fountains and everything, and really nice light show that they have. So anyway, I'm going to kind of go through the list of things that I really like and some things that I don't like. Stick around. Alright guys, so this actually is not the first time that I've been to Kuala Lumpur. Once long ago, I had actually accepted a job position here with an English school. And the pandemic literally hit like a couple weeks later, and that never happened. And I always believe things kind of happen for a reason, and I end up staying in the Philippines, and of course I've got my beautiful wife now who's just there in the background. But what I wanted to talk about is some of the things that I really like. Now, I don't know if you can see this around me. I haven't done a whole lot of videos here because a couple of days ago, I kind of got sick. I had a bad cold, and I've been fighting through it because I'm not going to let it keep me in bed. But I've been going back to the hotel room to take naps and stuff. Anyway, there's some things that I really love. One are the little e-scooters that are just all over the place, and they're like these little purple, and I think they're called Boom. And you download the app, and for really inexpensive, you can just basically tap your card and boom, you got the app. You connect your card to the app, and you can drive these around, and there's just thousands and thousands of them all over the city. They're phenomenal, and those are really awesome. The other thing that I really like about Malaysia is it's clean. You really don't see trash around here. If you do see trash, it is picked up almost immediately. You can see behind me there's trash receptacles everywhere. So they have a lot of big, nice parks here, which is fantastic. Lots of places for people to ride bike and take walks and go jogging. They got a dedicated jogging trail here. Yeah, clean city, and that's really impressed me a lot. The friendliness of the people has been fantastic. I find the Malay people to be very, very friendly. I've had no problems there. We've had, would I say they're as friendly and outgoing as Filipinos? No. But I don't want to do a comparison video against the Philippines or anything. I just simply really want to kind of discuss some of the things that I really like. The other thing is it's super modern and really far ahead in a lot of ways. I suppose the US is now like this, but here in Kuala Lumpur, you really, unlike the Philippines, which is like a cash society, here it is not. You really can survive all day without actually having to use any cash. I took out one amount of cash, about 150 US dollars or so, which was about 800 Malaysian ringgit, and I barely have went through it. I've started using it since I'm on my last day here, but everything is convenient wherever you're at. You pay with a card. They bring out the machine to your table, tap, and you've paid, and you're on your way. It's fantastic. And they've even got restaurants here, several restaurants that we've been to, where you scan the barcode at the table, pulls up the menu, you select the items you want, submit, and they bring it out to you. Now, of course, if you need something, if you need help with anything, you can wave down a waitress. But extremely modern. If you Google Malaysia, Malaysia comes up as still a developing nation, or they used to call it a third world country. If anybody's been to Kuala Lumpur, there's no way you would have that impression that it is a developing nation. I think that probably needs to be updated, or maybe way out in the province is still like that perhaps, but in Kuala Lumpur, no. It is as modern of a city as any place in the world. It's just really an amazing place here. As far as things to do, there's just an absolute ton of things to do here. So there are a ton of things to do. I mean, Maya and I really just touched on very few things. We still had a laundry list of places we wanted to go. Catching a cold kind of made things a little bit harder for me to get out and do all the things. And it is not as inexpensive as you're kind of led to believe at the countries in Southeast Asia, but it can be, as far as like attractions are kind of expensive. If we compare it, we went to the Petronas Towers, and it was like 3 times the cost of what it cost in Vietnam to go up the Landmark 81, the really tall building, get a photo, do a ride, and all of that was all included in the price for 1/3 of the price. So Vietnam, Thailand, even the Philippines, much cheaper as far as attractions go. Now, what's funny is what's actually cheaper are taxi rides, even cheaper than the Philippines. Taxi rides, we've been using Grab all week, and you can pretty much go anywhere around town for about $2-3. It's extremely cheap and quick, efficient. You just download the Grab app, use that, connected it to my credit card. Hotels are much cheaper than a lot of countries. Vietnam and Thailand probably maybe a little bit cheaper, but Malaysia's got some really good hotels for a fraction of the cost. This is kind of where the Philippines, I don't know why their hotels are so expensive. I don't get it, but the attractions are much cheaper in the Philippines for sure. Going through the grocery store, I've noticed that really grocery stores are kind of on par with prices in the Philippines. I kind of looked through and did some price checks in my head, and granted, we were in the mall at a grocery store, kind of a fancy mall, so I'm sure there are grocery stores that you would go to that would be much less, but really prices weren't that much different than the Philippines. Huge selection as far as groceries go. There's just tons of food everywhere you turn. There's food, and the variety of food is amazing. Like today we had Middle Eastern food. We like Middle Eastern food. Ate there. Tonight we'll eat Malaysian food. We had Thai food a couple of days ago. So anything you want, they have it here. It's pretty amazing. So as far as transportation, food, as far as groceries, very inexpensive, not really that expensive. Restaurants seem kind of pricey, though. I think that's partly in fault by Maya and myself. We've really been kind of hitting up the tourist areas. I'm sure if we would have got outside of these tourist areas, we could have found much better deals. We didn't really do that. Massages in the Philippines, fraction of the cost. Same with Thailand, even Vietnam, but here, kind of expensive. I couldn't speak to you about dating. I really wouldn't know, but maybe somebody can make a comment down below. Are there pretty girls here? Sure, absolutely. They're all over the place. Mostly Chinese and Malay. Their openness to date foreigners and large age gap doesn't seem too common. I have seen some older foreigners with younger girls, and they seem to be either they're with Filipinas or from Myanmar, or maybe Cambodia or Thailand, I'm not sure, but they're not from Malaysia, more likely. Rent costs, if you were to rent here, and electric and internet, all that, very on par with the rest of Southeast Asia. It might be a little bit more expensive than the Philippines as far as rent, but what you get for the same amount is far better. You get much more nicer accommodations, and this city is really just massive, and condos and stuff everywhere. So just some amazing architecture here. So as far as rent goes, looking at what's available, you can find very good deals and very nice places. And so for what you get for the same price as maybe Philippines or other countries, probably a little bit better. So Anyway, that's kind of my review of Malaysia. Tomorrow morning we will leave, and we've enjoyed and probably will be back. But there's other countries that are on our list, so it might be a long time before we get back here, just like other countries. Would I live here? Probably not. I do like a lot of things. I mean, it would not be a bad place to live whatsoever. The fact that they speak English is a great thing as well. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see everyone next time, and I will be back in the Philippines. Take care.
Take it real soon.